Welcome to the Geeks and Greeks podcast, where we bring in the latest and greatest in the world of sports. We couldn't be more thrilled to kick off this exciting journey with all of you. In this podcast, we'll dive into everything from game recaps to news and hot takes. Whether you're a diehard fan or just someone looking to stay in the loop, there's something here for everyone. So grab your favorite team's jersey, settle in with some snacks, and let's get ready for an adrenaline-packed ride through the world of sports. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast. It's been a good week and was a great weekend for football, and I cannot wait to get into this. But first and foremost, don't forget to like and subscribe for this episode so you don't miss an episode of us on YouTube and Spotify, as well as Amazon and Apple Podcasts. But before we get into our show, how was your week? And thanks for being able to join us this week, Pete. Glad to have you back.
Yeah,
it was weird not having you last week.
Sometimes kids shit just gets in the way, and you end up
Yeah, life happens.
Office until 10 o'clock at night. So,
yeah,
but back, we're here. We got a new microphone.
Yeah,
so it's a pretty good week for me. Not so much in football or baseball. Philly sports kind of in the gutter right now. I guess the Flyers won their last preseason game, if anybody cares about that. I don't. But, it was on Philly Sports Radio. Someone's like, did anybody think of one bright thing to say today? And someone's like, hey, the Flyers won their last preseason game. It's like, zippity-doo-dah.
it's preseason. It doesn't matter. Same with football. Preseason doesn't matter.
Right?
It's like, basketball's preseason's going on now, too. I don't care about preseason.
Yeah, nobody cares about preseason.
No, doesn't matter what sport it is.
But, the Phillies play tonight when we're recording. And if they lose one more game, they are out. And if they lose this game, they get swept. And that's a little embarrassing. But we kind of knew it was going to happen.
Yep. So Cubs and Brewers are playing right now as we speak, as we're recording.
Oh, nice.
So, and Cubs are losing. Actually, Cubs are winning, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So,
go Cubs.
But moving along to a sport that matters, it's time for QB Survivor.
And now it's time for QB Survivor.
QB Survivor, where every week we choose a quarterback to eliminate until the end of the regular season, where we find out who is the QB Survivor. This week, Jordan Love and Caleb Williams have golden immunity because they're on the bye, and you can't get fired on your day off. So, Adam, who are you giving your immunity to?
I want to make an amendment to that statement. You can get fired on your day off. Just ask Craig. Craig got fired on his day off. So what happens when you steal boxes from work? Those of you that are... Yeah! All right. So my first immunity is going to go to... I'm going to give it to Lamar Jackson because he was hurt this last week. I know normally we eliminate guys that are hurt. Lamar, though, is one of those where I kind of want to give him at least one more week to come back. I don't know if he's going to come back this week or not because he does have a hamstring injury. So those are one of those where I'm feeling that even if he does come back, this is going to hinder him for the rest of the season because hamstrings are just tough. They're going to linger. So we'll see. Cooper Rush did just a absolute bang up job against Houston last week, but
wonderful replacement quarterback.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush.
Yep. Just a great job in Dallas and just letting him go and back up Lamar in Baltimore. but I want to give Lamar a chance to kind of get back out there this week if he can with that injury.
All
yeah,
right.
I was torn between actually saving Lamar or even putting Lamar up for elimination for all the reasons you said. But I think it would make sense for them to sit him because don't they have like a bye coming up? Couldn't they get like 2 weeks rest out of just like one more game? And if they sit him out, I think it's like either week 6 or week 7, and then they could get to the bye.
I
And
forget.
then maybe
Week 7.
week
So
7.
you'd think I'd know because I have Lamar in 2 of my 2 fantasy leagues. He's my quarterback, so you'd think I would know this off the top of my head.
Oh yeah. See that's why you're really saving him.
I'm
Like,
trying
it's
to
my
say.
guy.
He is, man. He's kept me in it.
All right, so does that mean it's my turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty. I'm gonna give my save to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God, you guys suck.
Sorry, buddy. I get that he lost to Jacksonville, and like that's pretty terrible. But he actually had, I think, his best game of the season in that loss. So it's hard to eliminate him with like 300 yards, a touchdown, yes, 1 interception. But like, we know he's better than that. Jacksonville just got lucky. We all kind of know it. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but it defies the odds that Jacksonville won this game. And he's clearly getting his group back. He needs some more time. We'll see if he lasts.
You guys snatched both my immunity picks.
Sorry, bud.
Well, I guess I'm putting up Drake May on the immunity list. Yeah, he had 4 sacks and 0 touchdowns, but he did win against Buffalo. So I think that alone is enough to get you on the immunity list. So good
That's
job,
fair.
Drake May.
Oh man.
But as
Yeah,
far as the
The funny thing is Drake May was actually my number 2 for exactly the same reason. It was a hard week to pick, man. A lot of the guys, they had good games.
I have a feeling it's only going to get harder. We're only in week.
I know.
But going up on the chopping block, I'm going to pick first. And I'm putting up Justin Herbert. 27-10 loss to Washington, 166 yards, 1 interception, and 4 sacks. That is awful, man. You are way better than that. But it might be enough to get you knocked off the island.
You can go ahead and go, Pete.
All right. Well, Tom stole my first. I'm just going to say.
That's why I went first. I'm tired of people taking mine.
I figured. So I'm going to go over to Arizona. They lost to the Tennessee Titans, of all people, by 1 freaking point. Kyler Murray, 220 yards, no touchdowns, 3 sacks. Sorry, guy.
And a fumble. And a fumble.
That's right. And a fumble. I'm sorry. Forgot about that. He did have a rushing touchdown, though. So we can give him props for that. But still, good enough for my vote. Who do you got, Adam?
So for mine, I'm going to put up for elimination Jalen Hurts.
Really?
So they've lost. I mean, they lost the game to Denver. Denver didn't beat him. They lost him. He didn't play well. Granted, he didn't have any interceptions, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he took 6 sacks. And they were bad sacks.
They were bad sacks.
I mean, he had some also just bad misses where he had open guys. He just either underthrew him, overthrew him. Like, he didn't play well in this game at all. And I think he showed us why they don't throw the ball a ton like some teams do. They're more of a running team because Jalen just isn't one of those quarterbacks where you ask him to drop back 30 to 40 times because he's just not one of those types of quarterbacks. And this game kind of showed it.
I almost saved him. He was my number 3 for save, and I knew you were going to put him up for the 6 sacks. And I mean, the thing that sucks about it is at least two of those, were him willingly taking a sack to avoid throwing a contested football. And it's like, what are you doing, man? And like, I get there was that one route that AJ Brown quit on, which if you guys didn't watch the game, it was like the most egregious.
Yeah, I watched. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole game, but I did watch. I watched the highlights actually for a lot of games this week.
Mm.
And he
does this stop and go route, and he stops, he looks back, and then just doesn't keep going. And then goes, oh shit, the ball's coming to me. And of course, it's way overthrown because he didn't finish the damn route. And then, like, I get that, but then Hurts just stopped trusting him the rest of the game. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, this isn't middle school football. Like, we have to be adults and get past the fact that, like, someone let you down once.
Hell, this isn't even college.
Yeah.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
But it was close for me with Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels, honestly. Both had pretty bad games this week.
Yeah.
Even though Washington won, Jaden didn't play great in his game either.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think Jalen played worse in his. And like I said, I mean, I think the Eagles gave the game to Denver more than Denver took it from Philly this week. But,
unfortunately.
All right. And in snake style, Adam, who are you voting off the island? And you cannot pick Jalen Hurts.
I'm going to pick Kyler Murray on this one, more so because I think Justin Herbert's problems more rely on the fact that a lot of that offensive line is hurt, and like both of the starting and backup left tackles are hurt, and then your right tackle's also hurt. So that plays a big part in that. And they're also now down their third string running back as well, because both Najee Harris and Amari Hampton are gone. So that limits their offense a lot, and you're asking him to do a lot with little. So while he didn't play great, you also have to overcome it to a point, but there's also a lot of limitations right now on him.
All right, Pete, your vote, and you can't pick Kyler Murray.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be picking Justin Herbert. That game was abysmal. I also think that's kind of crazy you put up Hurts because you're gonna figure it out. He also had two like amazing bomb passes in the game. And, like, whether you like it or not, there were two very blatant pass interferences that called back that prevented touchdown passes that he would have had. The refs were definitely against him in that game. So, like, I don't know. Going Justin Herbert.
All right, and for my vote, Justin Herbert was my number one, but I can't vote for him, so I'm going to my number two, Kyler Murray.
Hey.
3 sacks and a fumble. Dude. Yeah, no interceptions, but is the fumble any better?
Fumble's almost worse, honestly.
He still wasn't on the goal line.
Ouch. But with that, Kyler Murray, you are voted off the island.
He is? Aren't we all tied?
No.
No, I voted for Kyler. So yeah, he is.
Yeah. So yeah,
like
sorry. Anyways.
Like I said, this week was hard, man. There's a lot of guys that had really good games. It's funny because I didn't even have Mahomes on my list at all this week because I still thought even though they lost, he played fairly well.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he kind of played okay. It's just the loss.
Yeah, he had okay numbers, but
that defense was bad. That defense is what kept Jacksonville in the game. Dude, he fell over and got up and still ran in and wasn't even touched. Like, that's middle school bullshit right there.
It just makes me think of that scene in The Waterboy where he's like, oh, and he drops the football and he picks it up and he dusts it off, and he shines it up nicely, and then he tiptoes into the end zone.
Right? Like, yeah, that's exactly what that was.
I still love that. If I I didn't get a good angle on the play, but it looked like one of the offensive linemen stepped on Trevor Lawrence's foot.
Yeah,
and
he
that's
did.
what put him into the ground, but he still got up in time to run it in. I was like,
Yeah,
geez.
have you heard him talk about it?
No.
Oh yeah, he's like, so I hit the ground and I'm like, shit, we don't have any timeouts. I got to get up, throw the ball away. And he's like, so I get to my feet, no one's near me. So I'm like, I could just run.
That's awesome. But that leads us into the next segment of the podcast, winners and losers.
It's time for winners and losers.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
You are one pathetic loser.
Winners and losers, where we here at the Geeks and Greeks podcast predict teams to win next week and a team to lose next week. We can only choose a team once per year, and at the end of the year, we see who has the most points. This year, we're turning up the difficulty by choosing both the winner and the loser from the same division. And as always, a winner and loser must be from two different games. Last week, Pete and Adam chose the same games, but Adam was on the AFC South and Pete with the AFC West. First game, Adam took the Colts to win and Pete took the Raiders to lose. Sure did. 40-6. Massacre. Go Colts.
Go Colts.
And for the second game, Adam took the Jaguars to lose and Pete took the Chiefs to win. Unfortunately, the Jaguars won in a 31-28 crazy last-second touchdown by Trevor Lawrence.
Man, what are the odds of this one?
That is kind of crazy.
And I'd like to put something into perspective while I still can. The Bills and the Eagles and the Jaguars and the Colts are all 4-1. What's happening right now? What in the hell is going on?
It is a weird ass season, man.
In your wildest imagination, would you have guessed the Jaguar, the Colts, the Bills, and the Eagles would all be 4-1?
I mean, the Eagles and the Bills for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colts and the Jags.
And there you have the Chiefs at 1-4 and the Ravens at 2-3, I think. Is that right?
Flip it. Chiefs
okay.
are 2-3. Ravens are 1-4.
I do love Daniel Jones's new nickname, Indiana
Jones.
Indiana
Love
Jones.
It's
And then I went with the NFC West with the Cardinals to win over the Titans. Sure did. And the Niners to lose to the Rams. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I will take the W where I get them. And wait, neither of those happened.
Nope.
But I'm still winning. I forgot. Yeah, I zeroed on both of mine this week.
because the Titans got their first win, which that was, dude.
That was crazy.
I was watching that game. Like, again, went back and watched a lot of this stuff this week. That was a really good game, and watching the Titans play, dude, Cam Ward looks really good. He really does. For as bad as the Titans are, that dude actually legitimately looks really good for a rookie.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go watch it because I haven't seen him play at all yet.
He looks good. The rest of the team looks like ass, like he said, but he looks good. Like, and it's funny because, like, I've seen, like, ex-quarterbacks and ex-players breaking down, like, his play, and they're like, dude, this kid's on point. Like, he knows where he's going and what he wants to do and how to look these guys off. Dude just aren't catching the ball. Like, he's doing his job. The rest of the team isn't.
Yeah.
But moving into next week's predictions, Adam, what division are you choosing for week 6?
I am choosing the AFC East.
Ooh, okay.
What?
And who is your winner?
I have the New England Patriots winning this game.
Over the Saints. Not a bad choice.
Yes.
All right.
Because they have a 3.5 point favorite. I disagree with that. I think the Patriots are better than 3.5 points over the Saints. I mean, I know the Saints beat the Giants this week, but I think the Patriots are a little better. If they can beat the Bills. I think the Patriots are a little better than 3.5 points, but that's my thought.
All right. And who is your AFC East loser?
They are the biggest losers in the NFL. I have the New York Jets losing to the Denver Broncos. And this is the
Yep.
London game this week, too.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep. So watch, Denver's a 6.5 point favorite. I'm betting because I picked the Jets to lose. Now the Jets are finally going to win a game. Because that's just the way my luck has been.
All right, Pete, what division are you choosing?
So, funny story. We picked the exact same thing.
Oh, you're just duping?
Apparently. I mean, I was hoping this was going to be my epic comeback week, but I guess I'm just keeping pace because I got the Jets losing in London and I got New England winning in the Big Easy. So,
All right, so more Geeks and Greeks crossover. Here we go.
yeah, I swear we don't coordinate.
No, we don't, definitely.
All right, for me, I'm going with Ohio hate in the form of the AFC North. My Ohio hate starts with the Steelers winning over the Browns, and the Ohio hate continues with the Bengals losing to the Packers. And
All right.
just sometimes you have to admit when Ohio State is the best football team in Ohio. Period.
I mean, that happens more often than not.
So the way you're billing this, man, did you like pick this because of football, or do you just hate Ohio that much and you saw a way to take them both out the same week?
They're an awful neighbor, all I can say. But that moves us into the next part of our podcast, a word from our sponsor.
Hey guys, what's up? Before we continue our show, I want to talk to you about our new sponsor, Dubby. You ever feel like you need that extra oomph to power through those late night study sessions, clutch those game wins, or finish that epic video edit? I know I do, and I finally found something that actually works without the jitters or the dreaded crash. Let me introduce you to Dubby. That's right guys, we're partnering with Dubby and we're seriously hyped. Dubby is our new go-to energy drink and it is a total game changer. What makes it so different is first off, and this is huge for me, Dubby has no artificial dyes, plus it's all completely sugar-free. So, you don't get that quick energy spike followed by a massive crash. And the taste is absolutely amazing. Dubby comes with a bunch of different flavors, such as tiger's blood, green apple, strawberry pineapple, plus limited time offers that do go quickly. I'm currently obsessed with the tiger's blood myself, but they're all really good. Alright, so how do you get your hands on this stuff? Head on over to dubby.gg and use our code GEEKS10 for 10% off your entire order. That's dubby.gg, dubby.gg. Seriously guys, go give it a try. You won't regret it. We love this product and I'm sure you will too. It's definitely been a game changer for us and I'm stoked to be sharing it with the rest of you. Now, let's go ahead and get back to our show.
That brings us into Geeks and Greeks news. The first story on the docket is Amari DeMarcata wants to be Deshaun Jackson. For the second week in a row, we have a promising young athlete dropping the ball on the 1 yard line. Last week it was Adonai Mitchell of the Colts, and this week it's Amari DeMarcata of the Cardinals. Had a similar experience turning a 70-yard touchdown into a fumble on the 1 yard line.
So embarrassing.
Like, did they like spit shine all the footballs this year? Like, they look a lot shinier and like slipperier this year than they have in previous years. Like, how are dudes dropping these balls, man? Like, I don't get it. Like,
They actually put a crackdown on Stickum. That's what it is.
apparently, because nobody can hold on to the ball apparently once they get around the goal line. We've had a lot of fumbles this year too, from like a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Fumbles are up this year.
That would be interesting if they're not prepping the balls right, or they're prepping the balls different.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, they've had a lot of different fumbles. Like, we've seen them, like, a lot more. Like, at least, I feel like most games we get at least one.
Yeah. But moving into the next story, The 2026 Hall of Fame long list has been published with 128 nominations. Now, step one in the process is that they'll whittle the 128 down to 50, then they'll whittle the 50 down to 25, then 25 to 15, and then 15 to the final 3 to 5 Hall of Famers, depending on how the voting goes. But they have to get it down to at least 5 and more than 3.
It's real weird that it's a sliding scale.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think you'd have a set number of people you induct in the same every year.
But I did want to ask you guys if of the 128 names, if any of them stood out to you as big names that you expect to see on this 3 to 5 list, or at least the 15. We'll say 15 for safety purposes.
I mean, if we're doing 15, yeah, there's, plenty I saw in there for 15. So, 15, when I was going through this list, like Drew Brees, Jason Witten, Adam Vinatieri is going to be on that 15 list. Larry Fitzgerald, Frank Gore, like Eli's going to make the 15 list. I don't know. I could maybe see a dude like Sean Alexander possibly make the 15 list this year. There's also guys that probably will make it that I don't know as much about, like offensive linemen and some other the defensive players. I just don't know enough about their careers to really make a better judgment about. I could see possibly like Darren Woodson or like some of the other cornerbacks making the list too. It's just it's harder for me to really watch their tapes and stuff to really more talk about those guys, to be honest with you.
Huh?
Especially offensive linemen. Like, I couldn't tell you what makes a Hall of Fame offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Now,
I know I've seen a few,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know really what makes it that. And I feel bad because, like, I do love the sport, but, like, there's only so much time in the day. And I've got a real job and children. Like, and, no, I gotta say, I'm shocked when I was reading through this on how many names I actually knew. I was really expecting these to be like people I wouldn't even recognize. I'm like, holy shit! Like, there's like one running back I don't know the name of. It's kind of nuts. There's a lot of people on there that like I remember watching. You got Shady on there somewhere. It's cover in honor of him.
Pete, stay to this. Nope, other side.
Other side. This side?
Yeah, there you go.
All
Yep.
right. So, I don't know. If I were to say like top 15, I haven't. There's so many people. It's hard to narrow it down, man.
I'm right there with you, especially with like running backs and receivers. I watched all of these guys. Every single one of these guys I remember watching. Like, the only guys I didn't actually watch their careers was probably Eric Metcalf and Ricky Waters.
Right.
Like, because those guys were in the 90s, and I really didn't start watching till like the very tail end of their careers. Other than that, like, I pretty much watched everybody else in the running backs category. Quarterbacks, I pretty much watched everybody minus, like, I watched some of Randall Cunningham, but because he played in like the late 80s and into the 90s, I didn't watch a ton of Randall Cunningham.
Right.
But like, I pretty much watched everybody else on that list. Same with like receivers, tight ends. I watched all of these guys play. Like, I remember Wesley Walls, but like, I don't think he's going to be one to ever get in because I don't remember him that much. But I remember the name, but I don't remember him being that impactful of a tight end to be a Hall of Famer.
You know what this means, of course. We're getting old, boys.
Yeah. This is true. We are getting old. So,
it's not enough that our childhood heroes have retired. They're now being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I did want to throw out Chris Johnson is on consideration, which I was honestly blown away that he isn't already in the Hall of Fame because that guy was an absolute monster. And
yeah,
Reggie Wayne.
I was going to say, he is. This is part of, I guess, it also depends on what the committee, I don't know, this is also it. I mean, it also depends on each person's what they judge it on. I mean, does each person who vote have different criteria? I mean, or do they all have to have the same criteria? Like with Chris Johnson, his was one of those where his peak was amazing, but he had a short career.
Yeah.
But he had an amazing 3 to 4 year run, but that was it. After that 4 year run, he was pretty much done. Same kind of with like a dude like Marshawn Lynch. Like Marshawn Lynch was around for a long time, but like his 4 year run in Seattle with that Legion of Boom team was the peak of his career. But like he was always good, but he was never like a top running back in the league until that Seattle run. Like, I mean, we kind of have guys that had good careers, but they were never like top in the NFL. And that for me, like a Hall of Famer is a guy you were one of the best players in the league for a long time. Like you weren't just like, that's what a Hall of Famer is to me. Like you were one of the best for maybe not the majority of your career, but you were one of the best for more than a couple seasons.
So you subscribe to the notion that sticking around too long hurts your chances of getting into the Hall of Fame?
For me, yes. For me, I don't take peak doesn't necessarily mean everything for the Hall of Fame. Like for me, someone like Terrell Davis shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because he only played for like 6 years. He had a very short career. Now, granted, that career he had was very dominant, but it was a very short career. I don't think that should be a Hall of Fame career because he played such a short amount of time.
What about the opposite?
I mean, I think you're going to throw a lot of a lot of that away then. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of people from the Hall of Fame because you're discounting people that, maybe get injured and can't come back from it. You're discounting people who have other reasons for retiring outside of that.
See, I would make an exception for if it was an actual injury, but if you just walked away because you didn't want to play anymore, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
So what about the other end of the spectrum? Let's use Aaron Rodgers as an example. Aaron Rodgers has had an amazing career, but he just forgot to retire like 6 years ago. So what would you say his Jets and Steelers tenure is going to do to his Hall of Fame chances?
So I don't think his Jets and Steelers will really hurt it because he won an MVP like a year before he left to go to the Jets and the Steelers.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that's different. It's one of those things where say Aaron Rodgers' last MVP was like the year after he won a Super Bowl, and then he kind of fell off and was just kind of stuck around after that. Then I think that to me it wouldn't be a Hall of Fame career. But because he played at such a high level for such a long period of time, then it's not going to be as detrimental. Like if you stick around for like a year or two too long, that's different than if you stick around for like 6 years too long. So like, I guess it's hard. It's harder. I guess like an easier way for me to kind of describe it is if it's bad because we're in football, but like as a basketball reference, if you go from being a dude that averages 20 points a game to then you spend 5 years being a dude on a bench averaging 2 years a game for 5 years, what are you doing? Why are you still playing? Retire.
Money. It's money. I like money.
But that's your problem. Like, I'm not going to, come on, man. You'd be done. You're wasting time and you're wasting time and money and effort here. So, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things for me. I don't like dudes that hang on just for the money. I don't like dudes that hang on past it. It's like, we need to move on and we need to just stop signing guys that are very clearly not productive players anymore.
To wrap up this part of the segment, I do want to throw out a homer pick of Reggie Wayne, who made the top 15 last year, but didn't quite make the final cutoff. So good luck, Reggie. We're pulling for you.
Yeah.
But the flip side... Oh, go ahead.
Well, sorry. What were you going to say?
I was going to carry on. I was going to move on to the flip side, where I'm curious to know, who do you guys believe have no business being on this 128 list?
We already had the Eli discussion last year. I'm going to leave it be at that. I'm not going to bring that back up.
Hurtful.
We already discussed it. I'm going to leave it alone. Still think he shouldn't be here, but we're going to move on. From what's on the list, Alex Smith is not a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry.
You beat me to it.
Alex Smith is like clear and away not going to be here. Honestly, to me also, Jake Delhomme, Rich Gannon, Jeff Garcia, they're not Hall of Famers. These dudes will never be in the Hall of Fame.
Dang it, you took
honestly
two of mine.
Probably not Randall Cunningham. As much as I loved Randall Cunningham, I don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. If he's been eligible this long and he's not in, I don't see it. Like I said, as much as I personally loved watching Randall Cunningham play, I don't see it. I don't know. Like, to me, guys probably like Brandon Lloyd, Brandon Marshall, Derek Mason, probably not. Wes Welker is not going to be a Hall of Famer.
Really? Not Wes Welker?
Oh. Again, he didn't play, like, again, it was one of those where he didn't play, like, he was had what, maybe, I mean, a 9-10 year career is not a bad career, but like, he didn't put up super good stats. Like, he put up okay stats, but they're not Hall of Fame stats.
Yeah, I mean, who is Wes Welker without Tom Brady?
Right.
When he left the Patriots, he didn't do anything.
And he didn't do anything before the Patriots.
Right. And it was all Brady. And, like, I hate that it was all Brady. But, like, it was all Brady the whole time. Like,
yeah.
Belichick. It wasn't Belichick. It wasn't Wes Welker. It wasn't Amendola. It wasn't even Gronk. It was always Brady.
Right. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't think Corey Dillon or Warwick Dunn are going to be Hall of Famers. As much as I loved him, I don't think Eddie George is going to be a Hall of Famer. He would have already been voted in if he was. He's been retired for way long enough to have been a Hall of Famer at this point. Like, again, Chris Johnson, I don't think will be. Jamal Lewis, I don't think will be. Like, there's guys that have been retired for a long time at this point that if they were going to be Hall of Famers, they would have been voted in at this point. So, like, Zach Miller, not going to be a Hall of Famer. Wesley Walls is not going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, I bet Jason Witten will be. He may not be a first ballot, but I bet he will be. I think he's, fourth all-time in receiving yards for tight ends? Third or fourth?
That's probably right.
Something like that.
I gotta say, I was shocked that Donald Driver was on this list. He never would have been on my radar as a Hall of Famer, anywhere close to my radar for a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I saw his name and I was like, is it the same guy that was on like the Packers with Brett Favre? Like,
yeah, he played with Favre and he played with Rodgers. Like, Jordy Nelson's on there because of Rodgers. When he left, he didn't do shit after he left Green Bay.
Right.
Like, I mean, and Nelson basically just kind of just ran random routes around the like. That's why it's also hard for me to kind of give like a lot of credit to dudes like Jordy Nelson and Rodgers, because like, you didn't run plays. You just ran like Pop Warner football plays. It just ran around the field till something happened and just chucked it up and hoped something happened. That was the entire playbook.
I just got this hilarious mental image of them installing the Tom Brady wing of the Hall of Fame that's just full of people that only did good when they were with Tom Brady.
Don't put that idea out in the universe, because you know they're going to end up doing it.
Like, I mean, it's one of those things where I think they even asked Julian Edelman, is like, would you rather win the Super Bowls with Brady or be a Hall of Famer? And he's like, Super Bowls.
Hell yeah.
It's like, I'd rather be a champion.
Yeah.
Multiple times. And I'm like, yeah, pretty fair.
Yeah, I mean, as prestigious as the Hall of Fame is, you know, Super Bowl champions make a lot of money. They got a lot of fame, and they're pretty much set for life.
They are, because, I mean, you can make money after football for a lot longer than you would have just being a Hall of Famer. So it's like, I mean, especially if you stay around the New England area, you're set for life.
Yeah, if you bring a Super Bowl to a city and then hang around, you were like a hometown hero.
I mean, if you're the part of the Patriots dynasty, you bring multiple Super Bowls to that area, you're a god.
It's fair.
If you're anything like the 06 Colts, they named sandwiches after you at local bars. But that moves us into the next section, the MLB postseason. Now, as of Tuesday, October 7th, I say that because all 4 sets of teams are playing right now. But as of yesterday, The AL side, we have the Mariners leading the Tigers 2-1, the Blue Jays leading the Yankees 2-1, the Dodgers leading the Phillies 2-0, and the Brewers leading the Cubs 2-0. I will definitely get you updated for next week.
Yeah. So it's so disappointing. Like, I'm sure the Phillies are going to lose tonight. They play at 9, so technically they don't take the field for another half hour. But, like, I kind of felt this way when Wheeler went down. And it was like, yeah, we're going to make the playoffs, but we're not going to do anything. I think I even said something on the podcast to that effect. But, like, to get swept in the divisional round, like, come on, man. We had the second best record. Why?
I feel like it's a curse for Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Because he never made it out of the second round when he was in Washington either. And it's the year after he goes to Philly, the Nationals win the championship.
Of course.
And, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I know it sucks, but it's like, I don't know. Or maybe
Doesn't
it's just
he
the
have,
Philly
like,
curse.
9 years left on his contract, too?
I think it's something like that. Because I think he signed like a 10 or
No, it was like
12 year-
14 years or something like that. When he signed
was it 14 or 13,
Yeah.
something like that?
Insane. It's just like, and the team's not staying together. Like, this is the last time we're going to have a chance. We're going to have to completely rebuild our team after this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
terrible to kind of retool and rebuild the team after a couple. If this is what it's going to be, it's not a terrible thing to rebuild it. Schwarber's also getting old.
Yeah.
Nick Castellanos is old and can't really do anything anymore at this point. Like, it's time to let some of these guys go and kind of get some younger blood in and get some of the minor league guys up.
And for the last news story of tonight's podcast, Jerry Jones has been fined $250,000 for an inappropriate gesture to a fan. I hope that middle finger was worth it.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, I bet you it was. It was so great. He pointed to the guy afterwards, too. It was amazing.
That's like walking around money for Jerry, probably.
He just throws a clip of money at him. Said, "Fine, keep the change."
Dude, but, like, seriously, who hasn't given someone in the figure in MetLife Stadium? Like, what are we talking about here?
Like, it's New York, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Like, that's
Doesn't
just
matter
probably
which
him.
team it is. You know their fans are pieces of shit.
He's probably just saying hello to somebody.
It's like his best friend down there. He's like, "Hi, what's up, buddy?"
You know what it was? I bet, because we don't see the other end of it, I bet he was saying hi to Roger Goodell.
Oh my god. No, he's pointing at the normies, man. He's not pointing at another skybox.
Goodell wasn't
Goodell
in the skybox. He was pointing to Goodell,
I could absolutely see Jerry Jones giving Roger Goodell the finger.
right?
I do love how they said that it was inadvertent. It's like, how
No,
do
it
you
wasn't.
inadvertently give somebody the finger and then point at them? Like, come on, man.
It wasn't inadvertent at all. Don't
No.
lie.
You made sure we knew who you were
It's like-
talking about,
Like, dude, just go, just lean into it. It makes it better. Just lean into it.
right? Yeah, it does. Just be like, yeah, I did. That fan was a dick,
Like we're in New York. What'd you expect me to do?
right?
Actually, we're not even in New York.
Uh-huh.
We're in Jersey. What'd you expect me to do?
Even worse.
Yeah. Like, come on. Just own it.
What was that? New Jersey is the pimple on Pennsylvania's ass or something like that. I forget the clip now.
I agree with that. I was just up in North Jersey last week, actually. It was a good time.
That's not something you usually hear. Jersey and good time.
I mean, there's good pizza at least.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
This
I
is North
guess.
Jersey. We're right across the river from New York. Yeah, nice
I
beer
mean-
garden.
Isn't North Jersey also like where Camden is?
Now Camden, South Jersey. That's near Philly.
Oh, okay.
North Jersey is to New York. That what South Jersey is to Philly.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I don't know Jersey well enough.
That's
That's like
okay.
the-
the rest of
that's
it's
like-
just trash. Like there's the Jersey Shore, and then there's a trash heap, And then there's like the suburbs of Philly and New York. That's just Jersey.
Crap.
We're getting geography lessons at Jersey here, all right? It's educational.
Well, that's it for me.
All right. Is that part of final thoughts?
Sure, we'll go that way.
What else we got for final thoughts this week, guys?
So I want to give a congratulations out to Chris Statlander, because I haven't had a chance to do that yet. She won the AEW Women's World title, which unfortunately means Tony Storm lost it. But that's okay. It was a good match. It was a well-deserved win. It's been a long time coming. You were around forever, and it's about damn time you won a world title. So, and it looks like she's bringing back the alien gimmick. So you know that makes me happy. So anyway, congratulations, Chris Statlander.
A quick shout out to the WNBA finals, who are experiencing a 33% attendance drop off ever since the Indiana Fever were eliminated from the finals. Called it.
Oh. And don't forget, we also have this weekend a full slate of college football, too. If you can't get enough of the NFL, we also have college football going on. IU is number 7. IU is taking on number 3 Oregon.
Oh,
This is actually going to be a pretty good game. It is in Oregon, in Eugene, so that'll be a fun one. Number 1 Ohio State is taking on number 17 Illinois, so good Big Ten action coming around this week, I'm sure. So always going to be fun. And so, yeah, always fun. Then we NFL Sunday as well, plus Monday nights as well, and Thursday night. So that is going to be about it for us this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Geeks and Greeks. Until next time, may the coin toss of life ever be in your favor. Later, guys.
See ya.
peace.
Give me a big fat